Now, what was recently reported this morning was that the New York Post had gotten or had taken the handwritten journals, which were in a combination of English and Russian. How do you pronounce it?
It was, oh gosh, Cyrillic? Was that?
Yes,
Yes.
Russian Cyrillic.
Cyrillic, yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, well,
It's hard.
I'm not me if I don't have an issue pronouncing something.
This is true.
But they went ahead and they had it translated, and it appears from within that documentation, he was demonstrating or he was expressing trans regret. So specifically, quotes are, "I'm tired of being trans. I wish I never brainwashed myself." He also said, "I do not want to dress girly all the time, but I guess sometimes I really like it. I know I'm not a woman, but I definitely don't feel like a man."
Hmm.
In addition to that, he also made mention that he was thinking of cutting off his hair, that he might cut off his hair before the attack, before the act. So he was planning it ahead of time. And also that one of the aspects of his regret was that he was he was almost like unsure of transitioning or coming out as detransitioning, I should
Mhm.
say, because of how it would be reported.
Yep.
And so that seemed a little vague. I interpret it as concerns that if he were to come out publicly and say that he wished he had never brainwashed himself
Yeah.
or expressed trans regret, that he would then be attacked. We've seen many times where people detransition and will speak out and, confess that they were actually suffering from some mental health issues
Yeah.
in the process of their transitioning, and then they get attacked by the gay, trans, progressive community for expressing regret, because
Mhm.
I don't even understand exactly why they get so upset about it.
No.
Because heaven forbid that anybody can change their mind,
Right.
because this is it's like this is some kind of
Well, it's a cult you
secular
can never get
religion.
out of. It's a cult that you have to remain in forever, or you are completely cut out. You no longer exist anymore, you know?
He also had like a sticker. I wish I had grabbed the screenshot of it, but he did have like the pride flag sticker with what looked like an AR-15 sticker on it
Mm.
about like fighting for trans rights, but then
Mhm.
also at the same time almost making fun of himself by saying, "I am the woker, baby, why so curious?"
Mm.
So that almost seems to be like making fun of being woke and being queer. Why are you going to take it so serious? It was,
Interesting. It's the mind of someone who is unwell,
yeah.
unstable, and possessed with something evil inside.
Well, and he admitted to being not well and being
Mhm.
haunted and overcome by violent thoughts. And then in his
Yeah.
final letter, he said, "I was corrupted by this world. Please forgive me for what I have done."
Mhm.
So I don't even I don't even know how to process, obviously, the tragedy that happened, but also what the mindset of this individual would have to be
Right.
to get to this point.
Well,
And the fact that there are coming up signs of this wasn't obviously a sudden thing. This was something that has progressed over time, with the
mhm.
first sign showing up in 2018 when he was 15 years old.
Well, there's so many questions I have about it. If there's anything to be, I mean, you can't be grateful for any of this, but this is a really kind of a real deep look into this illness and what he was suffering from that we haven't been able to get in previous events like this. I don't feel like we have had such a kind of like clear eyed view of a manifesto and intent and planning ahead of time and kind of a peek, behind the curtain with other shooters that in the past couple years. And so it's so disturbing, but it's also I mean, it's transparent. It's so dark and exactly what you think. It reminds me of Columbine, if anything, in a way that the other, I mean, of course, Uvalde, all of these remind me of that, but in a way, the disturbed nature that we're able to just like look at within minutes, really, of the shooting. Yesterday afternoon, we're all looking at all of this, and it reminded me of those boys in Columbine, and their very dark, like, the dark and demonic place they were at when they did what they did.